I was at this graduation ceremony for some extracurricular event. We were celebrating our awards for the end of the year. Everyone was laughing. We were looking at like the pictures they were taking of us, like the leaders of this extracurricular. They were like showing off memories from the year as we were graduating and getting our awards. So, right, everyone's laughing, it's all fun. And then it gets to like the food, and there's this whipped cream bottle. You know, like the one where you push the nozzle and it sprays out like whipped cream. I get that, and to make everyone laugh, I start like, "Hey guys, look at this," and I start like deep throating the can while pressing the nozzle. So it's like gay as fuck, but like everyone laughs. But then like someone takes out their camera, starts recording this funny memory. But the thing is, I when I see the camera, I don't like something my throat gets that barbed wire feeling where like I can't speak because like I can't be like, "Hey, can you stop recording me because the only reason why I do this, why I try to make people laugh is so I don't have to deal with the emotions in my head temporarily, but when people record me, I get insecure because I hate every bit about myself. So can you please stop recording me?" Like, I can't be like that, right? So I get that feeling in my throat, and I have to like continue being funny, having this goofy personality because if I switch, it's gonna be like, wait, what? What the fuck? It's gonna be weird, right? Oh, you were secretly suicidal. You secretly hated every bit about yourself. Oh, sorry. Like I can't do that, right? So I have to push through it while I have that feeling in my throat because like the camera's out. I know how I look. I look like shit. So I have to keep acting all goofy and happy and haha guys, look at me. I'm so gay. Like the party ends, and as soon as I say bye to everyone, I sprint home. Like I genuinely run back whilst still having that. It literally feels like barbed wire inside of your throat. I don't know how else to describe it. I crash on my bed and like I can't even cry. Like I want to die, but like I'm just staring at the ceiling. Like what the fuck is my life? Like I should just like kill myself because like what am I actually doing with myself? Like I hate how like oh my God. Like it's just this weird like void of like tangent thoughts. Like I don't like myself. Why am I still alive? Um like you can't formulate a coherent thing other than like disappointment and rage for yourself whilst wanting to cry but can't because I don't think I could cry because like I was like this like funny guy, haha, hee hee, for like my entire life. So like it's kind of like I just can't cry because this is who I am. I don't even know. And that kind of continued for my entire life, like in front of my teachers, in front of my friends. I was like this haha funny, look at me, I'm so quirky, haha, I'm so funny, loud equal funny. Like I was like that in front of my teachers, friends, parents, like look at me, I'm so goofy, so happy, right? But in reality, like when people start to like project their like opinions of me, when people start to project their thoughts of me, like that's when I want to like die. But then I resort to being the funny guy so like people can laugh and like the the idea of like oh I actually want to kill myself, like that idea like temporarily hides away. But there was this one time where one of my friends had the thing that I want. It was a girl, like I'm not even gonna lie. Like he had her and I wanted her. But like I couldn't be like jealous because I was the funny guy, right? But I wanted to be jealous. I wanted to be egotistical and be like, what the fuck? That should have been mine. Why do I not have the things that I want in my life? Like, why does my life have to be so empty and like a void and painful? So from that moment on, I like became so egotistical. I wouldn't show it at first because I still had that projection of, oh, I'm just the funny guy, but every fucking moment was like filled with rage that I wanted something for myself and I didn't have it. And I started becoming more and more like egotistical, like fucking like more storing more hatred instead of venting about it through making other people laugh. And that's when I felt like more mentally sane. Like when I was focused selfishly on myself, like I know it sounds bad, like, oh, you went from making other people laugh to being completely focused on your own desires, what you want. Like that's so toxic, but like I didn't I I knew it was toxic, but like I didn't care because it was either that or I would like kill myself because of how much I hated being like myself. I started chasing the looks, the money, the physique, the girls. Like I started getting what I wanted. Like what I wanted wasn't to be the funny guy. What I wanted was like shit for myself. What I wanted was to like my life instead of making others have fun in their life just so I can forget about the fact that my life sucks. That I'm like ugly as fuck, that I'm broke, like my parents argue about finances. Like I needed to get shit for myself. I needed to be selfish. I needed to be egotistical. And the more I started focusing on that, the more people started noticing and asking if I was okay. Like that's really funny. When I was becoming the opposite of wanting to kill myself because of how shit my life was, with me being ugly, like skinny, parents shouting at me, or like arguing about finances or like immigration. The more I was focused on me, I felt less suicidal, but people thought I was suicidal. That's really interesting. Now, the phrase like, are you okay? Is there something going on? That shit makes it even worse because like it highlights the fact that you are egotistical, you want shit for yourself, but you're not there yet. And so, like, I hate it when people ask me, like, are you okay? What's wrong? Is there something going on? Like, I've never been okay, so I can't really answer that question because, like, there's nothing to compare it to, but shut the fuck up, please. Like, you don't, you know? So I had to fight to get to the point where, like, my ego that I needed to be mentally stable was justified. I had to get to a point where there was 15K in my bank account at the age of 16. I had to get to a point where my physique was like Pinterest level. I had to get to a point where like I wasn't shuffling my hair all the time because of how much I hated it when it was like oily and dry. I had to fight for like my skincare and my skin health and like getting rid of like my porn addiction and my junk food addiction and my gaming addiction. Like I had to fight to be the person who had shit in life which would make me like my life instead of resorting to making people laugh, being the funny, gay, quirky guy. Oh, guys, look at me. I'm deep throating whipped cream so I can make other people laugh to forget about the fact that I hate my life. Like, I had to fight for that shit. And that's what made me like mentally stable. But it's really interesting how people were like, oh, are you okay? You're different. Like, I never was, but fuck you. Because you're the ones who made me insane. Like, actually, that's toxic. I don't even know. Like, I wasn't mentally sane, so I can't formulate a coherent sentence without hatred. But now that I've gotten to that point, now that I have the capability to leave my shitty family, to drop out of school, to live on my own, to like have a perfect physique, like now that I am at a point where I have shit in life that makes my life good, like think about it, right? Now that I'm at a point where my life is perfect, like where my life has stuff that I want, I'm mentally sane now. Like I don't have to fucking hide behind a mask, as corny as it sounds, to make people laugh. Like I don't have to I don't want to do that because like now I have the things that I want and that makes me mentally stable. But I had to fight for that shit. It was fucking hard. It took me like 3 years to go from being silly bed rotting me with blood on the bed sheets to someone who can wake up at 1 a.m. to do 3 business models and actually make progress in all 3 of them. That shit took me a while to get to that point. So I've made it my like genuine mission to get others to speedrun that fighting so they can get to a point where they are their ideal selves, where they have the ability to get what they want in life. And I've made so many people do that. Like I've made someone get 2K in profit from Pinterest ads. I made someone run a successful gaming channel. Like I've made people who hated their lives get to a point where they actually have the shit that they want, like the physique, the money, the looks, which makes them mentally stable. Like that's the kind of cure to depression that I give to people. Like it's not like feel better with who you are. How the fuck are you supposed to feel better with quirky gay you who deep throats whipped cream to make other people laugh? How can you like yourself? You can probably like yourself if you take a fuck ton of antidepressants, but it doesn't change who you are. So you're still going to feel like that. You're still going to feel suicidal. Like it will not help you. Therapy will not help you. Like becoming perfect, getting the things that you want in life is what makes you mentally sane. And I've already made so many people do that. So if you kind of resonated with my story, I guess, DM me on Discord. I can literally get you to that point because I've done it before and I can do it for you.